How was the flight from California?
Smooth.
It's funny. When they told me who I was meeting, I was expecting to see the former governor's wife.
Hardly. I'm the first Mrs. Grayson.
Well, you know what they say. Nothing beats the original.
I think so, too.
Stevie Grayson? If that's what you still call yourself.
It is, Victoria. How are you?
Well, it seems I'm condemned to revisit the horrors of my past, if you must know.
Oh, I'm sorry you see me that way. Especially since the last time we spoke, you were on my husband's arm.
I'm surprised you remember that at all, considering your level of inebriation. But before I'm subjected to similar verbal assault, please excuse me. It's my daughter's birthday.
Oh, the one fathered by David Clarke, right? You certainly have made paternity quite a hobby.
Why are you here, Stevie? For payback? Because you still seem as out of sorts as you were all those years ago.
You won, Victoria. Isn't that enough? Though I guess you're still trying to take what I already have. And are you planning on treating Victoria as horribly as you did me?
Actually, that's why I'm here. And I regret the way I handled things back then and would like this chance to make my sincere amends. You know, I want you to read this. I believe it makes ample restitution for my misdeeds, with the added benefit of giving Victoria her overdue comeuppance.
There was a period in my life when I would have wanted nothing more. But there's one problem. I'm happy now.
Why don't you give that time? It always changes. I heard your other news about Jack. Is it true?
It is.
It hits harder than expected. You know, at first I thought, is he mine? But then I remembered that by the time you got to rehab, we were already sleeping in separate places. Me in our bedroom and you, wherever you happened to pass out that night. The pain that I felt.
Leave it to Conrad Grayson to make my addiction and unplanned pregnancy about him.
It happened while we were married. To think that I'd be unaffected is naive.
Just as naive as blaming me solely for our divorce.
I have never done that. No, we share the blame for what we became. But I never suspected the stowaway was anything but a refuge. But to hear that you had a child with another while we were married?
Conrad.
Come on, we planned on having children of our own, and you... Well, it's abundantly clear why you didn't come to me to make amends during your 12 steps. But that doesn't excuse the lie. I was your husband. I deserve to know.
You're right. Once I gave Jack up. I wanted to make it work with you. I'd been away for a year. Victoria had stolen you. So I didn't have my husband or my son, and I fell apart again. I hated you for leaving me. But now I realize that I drove you away.
I loved you, Steph. We had our demons. Maybe I still have mine, but we had some very good years before they took over.
I know.
I regret having involved you in my affairs yet again. If there was any way I could extricate you from this new battle with Victoria, I would. No good can come of it. I hope we can move on. Leave this mess behind us.
I agree.
When all's said and done, I'm truly happy for you, Steph.
It's time I put something to bed.
Pascal,
You can get the paperwork started, mon ami. I've got Victoria's trump card.
The only time I've missed out on my kid's life is when things were truly messed up, so whatever it was that made you stay away, it must have been bad, but...
I was actually trying to protect you from who I was then. When I lived here, I couldn't exist without a drink in my hand. Hence my time at your bar and with your father. But now, I'm sober coming up on 20 years. I was in rehab for the first time when I found out I was pregnant. But after I had you, I realized I couldn't be a decent mother until I learned how to take care of myself, which took longer than I expected. The Hamptons are full of triggers for me, the greatest being Conrad and Victoria.
That I can understand.
So I brought along an old friend. There was a time when the smell alone was enough to make you sloppy and so chatty.
Get the hell out of my room.
I probably should. Since anyone you try to take into your confidence ends up deceased.
What?
You meddled where you shouldn't, with no concern for the consequence. You may be sober, but you still can't think clearly. Watch your back, Stevie. And those are the people you love.
Hey, you haven't been answering your call. What's going on?
This damn place. Jack, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You have nothing to do with what happened to Mason.
I thought I was helping, and I ended up hurting someone. God, I never wanted you to see me like this. I want you to go. Just go, please.
I'm getting you out of here.
No. Oh, no. No, I don't. Jack, I don't want to be the first bad memory in your new house.
You won't be. I'm taking you home to L.A., okay?
Come with me. Please come with me and we could start over.